I love my journal, especially gratitude statements and capturing the chaos of the day, venting, and actually celebrating good things that have happened. But recently, I noticed a problem. I was treating my journal as a place to just vent and just get things out of my head, which is good. But I did feel like I was in the Groundhog Day movie, where it was the same day over and over, and I just felt like I was running out of energy at the end of every day. So instead of writing, "I'm tired," I wanted to look for better ways to find energy. Today, I want to show you a tool in my journal that I use to move it from just a place to vent and a place to capture gratitude statements to a place where I can make progress. A few months ago, I was meeting with my coach and I was discussing how I was tired at the end of every day and I wanted to get more things done. And he just asked me, well, what's taking up the energy? And I looked back through my journal and I thought, what is taking up the energy? And I didn't really have a structured way of capturing that. So after reviewing my to-do list with him, he made a great observation. He said, it looks like you're measuring your output. You're not really measuring your load. I realized that output was essentially your to-do list, but load is really the energy that it takes to get your work done. Load could be as simple as checking the email, doing things that you kind of have to push through. Load could also be, the chaos of the day, even things that you're trying to remember, things that you keep in your mind. These are the things that draw your energy away from you. So what I discovered is that my journal was full of output, plenty of things that were going on during the day and things that I like to write about, but it really wasn't capturing how much energy it took to do those things. Essentially, the load of getting things done was invisible. So I went back to my desk and created a spread to capture the invisible stuff. I called it a skills inventory, but I like to call it an energy audit. You don't need to be an artist, as you can tell. It's kind of messy for me. You just need a couple of columns. Here, I can create a fresh one here. So I like to draw a line. This one is the task. And this over here is the energy. Here I'll write all my tasks that I do each day. And here I use energy. On some of them I use just a plus symbol. Sometimes I write 1 out of 5, 1 of 5. Other times I use a minus symbol if I'm really, if it really draws my energy out. And at the end of a few days, you have a long list. You can see here that I just kind of wrote down each time that I decided to do a thing and essentially what energy that it took me. When I started to copy down like with others, I found out that I really enjoy the things that I do when I work with others. And when it's in black and white like this, you can easily see where your energy goes. When I looked at my own audit, I realized that it wasn't the output. It wasn't all the things that I was getting done each day. My energy was leaking because I was over-indexing on the things that I really didn't want to do or the things that I had to do and that I didn't really enjoy. I saw the problem in black and white, which was beautiful. The status reports that I was reading, the overstuffed inbox, worrying about blank spaces in my habit tracker and what I did wrong. Those aren't just tasks, they were energy thieves. My coach pointed out something I probably will never forget, is that I was using all of my energy, all my fuel on trudging through the mud. But I wasn't leaving anything left for the open road, the joy of getting things done and being productive. At that point, I realized that I needed to change my process. Instead of over-indexing on the things that I had to do that I didn't necessarily enjoy, I simply just knock them out. And I look forward to things that I want to do, like talking to my wife, sending memes and pictures to my kids, creating content like this video, and writing blogs, doing deep dive research on articles that I find interesting, and coaching others through their transformations. This is why I love journaling. It can be so flexible. and you can find new and interesting ideas. And instead of writing about how you're tired or you're out of energy or venting about the day or the chaos, you can turn your journal into a clear picture of where your energy is going and how you can improve your process. So here's my challenge to you. Try this for 3 days. Instead of just venting about what happened today, just releasing all of your frustration into your journal, choose to use your journal as an audit for your energy. But for some of you, even after the first day, you'll see the leak. You'll see where your energy is being spent on things that you don't necessarily enjoy. Or at times, it may take more than 3 days. It may take 6 or 7 days. Maybe it's a career that is stalled out, or a project that just will never end. After using this tool, and you see a leak in your energy that you can't seem to plug, check out my website. There's more there for you to consider. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.